I think that's an extremely relevant question. And I'm often asked this. I'm often asked that, are we in India behind? Because we do have a history of women facing a lot of challenges, discriminations. There have been social challenges like, let's say, dowry, bride burning, female feticide, nutrition. Those challenges have been there in the past. But you know what? It has not really led to a disadvantage. It has actually led to an advantage. Women these days, and especially the younger women, are now so fierce about the fairness and about making a difference. So we are actually moving from necessity to ambition and now to authenticity. Which means it may have been a necessity at one time for the Indian women to work to bring in more revenue into the house. And then there came a wave and there came a phase where the women became fiercely ambitious and they said, okay, I'm no less and I'm going to prove myself that I too am educated, intelligent and capable. And now we are moving to the next stage. See, the ambition phase had a fierce element to it also at time, an over-defensive element. But now Indian women, I think, are so versatile and they're so receptive and they're so open to change because of all the hardships that we face throughout. And now we are moving to a stage of authenticity where we say that not only we want to earn money, not only we want to prove ourselves, but we want to make a difference. We want to nurture the world, we want to nurture our family, we want to nurture the country. And that nurturing capability and ability that we bring in is something that the world should see, the world should recognize. Because that's what's going to bring us into an absolutely new world. We can't enter a new world without the nurturing abilities and capabilities of the woman. It's not possible. See, some of the companies I work with, like PepsiCo and Vodafone, they are actually reaching out to the colleges and the community to do a lot of work. But I think it should begin in the school level. So I think it's high time that gender intelligence got incorporated into the curriculum. There are brain differences in men and women. And that is science. You know, it should be taught in the science classes. Because otherwise, in our relationships, youngsters, teenage relationships, adult relationships which get into marriage or even professional relationships get into such a lot of frustrations just because we don't understand the gender differences. And it's simply a science which should be taught in the classroom to avoid all this stress of trying to decode a relationship by yourself and without a support structure and without a education and without the actual knowledge behind it. The number of workshops that I do and the distress that I see in people with vis-a-vis relationships, and just at the end of one day of workshop, when they go back saying, this is going to change my life. And when I meet people years later, 4 years, 5 years later, just walking up to me and saying that one workshop changed our life completely, that means that there is such a need and such a hunger for this knowledge at this level, at the time of 8 and 10 years of age.